The parade of players coming off the team bus as the visitors pull into the building. A very determined group coming in here tonight. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Baker out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Bell. Then there's Parks. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4 slot. And for the Hawks, Medvedenko is out there with Bay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Murray. And it's Griffin in at the 3, the small forward. Well, it may not be a new season, but, Greg, it is a new year. And some teams could use, right, a fresh start.
And, hey, wherever you can find motivation, right? It's a long season, lots of mental gymnastics. And, Kevin, everyone overcomes in their own way.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Bay. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose and stolen by Ilyasova. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And all month long, he's been fantastic, and now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
Brogdon outside. Bay wide open, and he fires. That one misses. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Up top, Brogdon. He had 25 points in the win against Sacramento. The shot by Medvedenko, no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brogdon outside. And stolen by Lillard. It's 2-on-1. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Connects from three-point range. Timeout. Baker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Damian Lillard. He's putting up about 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
He's the straw that stirs the drink. The more plays they run through him, the better.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. For 3, Brogdon gets hauled in by Ilyasova.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens. Oh, my goodness. 5 straight coming out of the gate.
Here's Brogdon. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an over for the first 5 here to start the game. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Set it up.
Now, here's Brogdon. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Bay. Wide open look here for Murray. The Hawks again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And Steve, one thing you love about Murray, that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a perimeter defender.
Now, here's Brogdon. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Passes it to Medvedenko. Atlanta again missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
That shot wide open. Parks has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Atlanta calls timeout. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Let's keep it going, fans.
And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Taking a look at Milwaukee, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Hawks. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for the Bucks, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Hawks. Still without a basket in the game. They get a hand on it. Here's Cherokee Parks. He's guarded by Brogdon.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Bay. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Atlanta with the ball. Murray outside. It's Brogdon, top of the key. Out to the right wing. There's the pick. Here's Bay. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish. consistency from there.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Ilyasova, following the miss by DeJounte Murray.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Here's Murray. He had 15 points last outing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bell with a 29-point game for him in the win against Washington.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
Brogdon the pass to Kessler. Wants to get it to Brogdon and does. Kicks to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
To end the cold streak, rebound Milwaukee. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Here's Atlanta now. Looking for their first basket of the game. Brogdon the pass to Medvedenko. Outside to Brogdon. Atlanta again missing.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lillard's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Medvedenko. He's coming off a 22-point game against Sacramento.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And they pick up 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
1:39 left here in the opening quarter. There's the pass to Kessler. Here's Medvedenko. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Bell.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Medvedenko. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
Baker, it's good from long range. 18 points for him.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Murray outside. Pass to Bay. From outside the arc, Parks grabs the miss. Parks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 10.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
The shot by Medvedenko, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Bucks ahead, running away with it. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Damian Lillard out there with Baker. Then there's Parks. Then there's Bell. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4. In the corner, it's Kessler. Back to Porter. Off target from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And it's Porter with the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Kessler. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And look at how Lillard just stays flexible, ready to adjust around that contact inside.
Open shot by Murray. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Baker, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Puts it up, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
To end the run, the Hawks again can't hit. The Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. For Atlanta, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Kessler, and that one hits back iron.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Murray dishes to Porter. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. Launches it. Atlanta again missing.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Assist from.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. It's deflected. Right wing, and Ilyasova kicks to Baker. He's feeling it, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And the Bucks with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DeJounte Murray grew up in South Seattle. He said a lot of stuff goes on. It was rough. But NBA veteran and fellow Rainier Beach graduate Jamal Murray tried to help him. Murray says he always stayed positive with me and my family. He'd say that kid has a chance. And every summer we play pickup. I knew I could be okay if I stayed working. Kevin?
And he did. D.A., thanks so much for the report.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Bell's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Atlanta again missing. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Driving the lane, and then Lillard slams it in.
What's phenomenal about Lillard? At this stage, he's already one step ahead of the defense.
Lillard's gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here. And Clarkson for 3. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Here's Porter. Got a piece of it.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Steve, you were considered oversized for a guard when you were coming up out of school and into the pros. But right now, I don't feel like size matters as much at that position. You can be any size.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think if you're a guy that has a lot of height and you has the skill set to play the guard position, you definitely have an advantage. The bigger you are and the more tight your skill set, the more successful you will be on the floor.
And the Hawks with possession here. They need this one. Bank shot, no good. Here's Baker. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
3 points.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
To the wing on the left. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Fires the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Drives to the hoop. And that one is hammered home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Back to Brogdon. Latre. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Baker. And another one.
His elite offensive play has made its mark once again.
Now 2nd overall in career 50-point games. He's got to be in the conversation for greatest of all time.
I mean, certainly Michael Jordan, the guy he just passed, is dead center in that ongoing conversation around who's the best ever.
1:06 left in the second quarter. Lillard with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And I'd say we're still learning about Lillard's full potential, but I got a feeling he's going to be a special one.
Out to Clarkson. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Atlanta. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Bays checked in for the Hawks. DeJounte Murray comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Beyond the arc. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Knocked away. Here's Kalaitakis. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Milwaukee on top, delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for Atlanta.
Bad execution. You can give the defense a little credit, but I'm not gonna. Their offense has just been lazy. They're tired.
Yeah,
lazy and sleepy.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Zach. I get it. The defense took them out of their rhythm. A little tired, lazy. I get it.
All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year race.
Just about halfway through the year now, certain rookies are distinguishing themselves, others are running out of steam.
The leaders are breaking away from the pack, some truly exceptional young men. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And it's the Bucks ball. We've got Griffin. DeJounte Murray is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Medvedenko in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Brogdon. Nothing on the board. Takes a 3. A rebound by Kalaitzakis.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high-percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Medvedenko. The rebound by the Bucks. Parks has got 8 rebounds. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge.
The previous play is under review.
Definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Medvedenko. A rebound by Kalaitzakis.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Medvedenko. Still scoreless. Brogdon at the elbow. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Baker. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now, here's Brogdon. Defense is right there, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Medvedenko, the pass to Brogdon. That one's off, still out of sync.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Parks, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Bay's got room, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in.
Look at that.
Nice.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The shot by Medvedenko, no good. Milwaukee has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They're scoreless since the first half. Now the pass to Medvedenko. The shot misses. Here's Kelly Tykes. He's guarded by Brogdon.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. They kicks to Brogdon. The Hawks again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Baker. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Atlanta. He hits both from the stripe. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Here's Baker. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Kelly Tykes' shot is good.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And here is Brogdon. Still yet to score. It's tipped, and the turnover again by Atlanta. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. The Bucks making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. So it's the Bucks now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Here's Atlanta now. Brogdon the pass to Murray. From downtown, Parks grabs the miss. Parks has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You got to love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
.153 left to play in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ilyasova with the ball. Ogden picks him up.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Stops, pops, and that one's good. Fontecchio.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Swiped away. Fast break, Milwaukee. Launches a three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
Pass to Murray. And they double up Murray. Brogdon the pass to Kessler. 6 to shoot. The three, it's deflected.
He can't get anything to fall this quarter, and obviously that's dragging the whole team down.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
.32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Waters got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh! And he hammers in the reverse slam.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Cherokee Park. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Antetokounmpo, also Bogut out there, and it's Kelly Zykis in at shooting guard. So it's the Bucks now. And here's Giannis from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Giannis has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Milwaukee. So it's the Hawks now. Now Brogdon. Clarkson outside. Pass to Martin. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just the timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Sharing the wealth, Jordan Clarkson with a nice pass.
Here's Fontecchio. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Down low, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Caleb Martin likes the high percentage shots. He'll finish as close in as he can.
Drills the three-pointer.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Steve, with the way these NBA players can reach out to each other with ease, how much off-court communication do you think is going on?
I think a lot is going on, Kevin. A lot of these players have been playing with each other or against each other from a long time since they were young in AAU. Because of social media and also the internet, it makes the world that much smaller. These guys communicate way more than we did.
Here's Giannis and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Crazy athleticism. Watch out for Giannis.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. It's stolen by Bogut. And here they come. Here's Kalaitzakis, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Kessler finds Martin. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Could we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Bays checked in for Martin. And the Hawks with possession here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Brogdon the pass to Clarkson. Poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. 3 on the clock. Atlanta again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The rookie just so hungry to deliver. Giannis fights for that bucket inside.
Outside Griffin. The Hawks again can't hit.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Bogut. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
And that's the size of Giannis taking.
Oh,
yes.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
May kicks to Brogdon. Clarkson trying to break free. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And Atlanta has possession. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. For the Hawks, Medvedenko comes in for A.J. Griffin. And Murray subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Atlanta making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
From deep three-point territory. No good. Shot missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Shot clock at 6. Atlanta again missing.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And Lillard throws it down.
And don't sleep on Lillard's ability to elevate, more than capable of taking that one home.
And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Griffin kicks to Brogdon. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And every time you think he can't hit another,
Here's Brogdon. Murray outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Took him no time at all on that one.
And such a threat with the ball in his rookie year. Lillard showing that selflessness.
Here's Medvedenko.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Murray up on top. It's Brogdon on the wing. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? You know, 1 against 8.
Oh! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Brogdon.
2 minutes remaining.
Passes it to Medvedenko. Back to Brogdon. Will it go? Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Hammering it down. The rookie Antetokounmpo sticking it to the defense.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Lillard against Murray. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And there's something about Lillard, the vibe, the skill. This guy looks like a winner.
He rifled that one in from distance.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often?
Oh, yes! Yes!
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's Sullivan to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bogut, and Bogut slams it in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Baker, and another three for Milwaukee.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Atlanta again missing. For three, and another three for Milwaukee.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot,
The green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Damian Lillard. Dame, when do you know you have a rhythm in a game like tonight?
When I was doing my pregame routine, I felt pretty good. You know, the ball was coming off my hands good. I felt calm. I felt really good coming into the night. To start the game, I was patient. We had a good pace. I let it come to me. I got a few clean looks, and, you know, I had some high-quality makes. And, you know, after that, I was like, this got potential to be a good night, and that's what it turned into.
It certainly was a very good night for you, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present the New Balance Player of the Game.